Are you ready to move on to Steven Hotze?
I mean, I guess.
Hotze, maybe.
Hotze.
Hotze.
I don't know.
All right. So Steven Hotze, whatever.
Holtz.
Holtz.
I don't know.
Anyways, he's a Texas-based religious right activist and a doctor, and he has a problem with COVID-19 vaccines.
He's clearly the kind of doctor who can't help anybody.
Right. So this guy is very in touch with the right-wing politicians and everything like that. This is the guy who's influencing the politicians that were voting into office, or that the religious people are, the right-wing people are voting into office.
Awesome.
So this is how it works. You're injected with graphene oxide. Once injected with the so-called vaccine, you become connected to the Internet of Things, and you can be mind controlled by artificial intelligence through maybe 5G. Why are they putting 5G everywhere? It's like the Tower of Babel. And how did God deal with the Tower of Babel? How much longer do you think he's going to tolerate this satanic plan? This is transhumanism. The Internet of Things. How would you like to be connected so your thinking would no longer be your thinking, but it would be non-biological? The real question is, who will control the computers that give you the messages? It won't be your pastor.
The Borg. The Borg control the computers, sir.
Wait, at the end he said it won't be your pastor.
Yeah, it won't be your pastors. It'll be the Borg. So I love his picture of, like, I don't know, the human computer network that he's got. Yeah. And I think it's interesting because, you know, he's got all the devices, and he even has the cloud, which is cool, right? We've got the cloud in there. So we're working out a network, and it looks pretty good until you see the person in the 5G and I love how he says the Internet of Things. Is that what he said? The Internet of Things?
Well, yeah. So IoT is a term in like technology.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, Internet of Things is just everything that has an internet connection.
Oh, okay.
So like currently, you know, it's becoming more and more common for like your stove to be connected to like your local network and like.
Yeah, I know, but the oven being connected to the internet so that when I'm up here at work and in a meeting and I'm like, I get out of my meeting in 10 minutes and I want to be able to put my lunch or dinner in the oven in 10 minutes and I can just turn on my fucking oven from my phone. I love that. But you know what? I have to have Wi-Fi because my ass doesn't have an internet signal. It would be nice if it did.
Right. And I mean, I feel like he got this image probably from a the biosensors that like a diagram for like a biosensor network, because like that's exactly what it's showing off here is, but he's making it out to be like it's COVID-19 has graphene oxide in it, which we've covered before, and it's
the vaccine, you mean?
Yeah, what did I say?
Just COVID-19.
Oh, sorry, COVID-19 vaccine has graphene oxide in it, and apparently that's going to turn us into an antenna that then can connect to 5G. He's like, why is 5G going up everywhere? It's like the Tower of Babel. No, it's not like the Tower of Babel. 5G, that's like asking, why are there 4G towers everywhere? Well, because that's a current technology, and we need the throughput that 4G provides in order to provide the functionality that the phones do. Why are we putting up 5G? Oh, because it's a higher range, and it has higher throughput, and we need that because that's the next stage in wireless communication technology.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, that's just how it's progressed. Like, ever since cell phones became a common place in our society.
Okay, but I also have to. Okay, so I'm looking at the diagram again. So when you get the vaccine, the waves that come from your head that connect to the antenna. Okay, it connects to the antenna. the waves that come from your wrists, your abs, your knee, your wrists, your abs, and your knees go into the 5G, right? And the waves that come from your ankles go into this big computer, which I'm guessing they want to be a server, but that's not what that looks like. Anyway, the 5G then that from your, there's like a translation required from your ankles, your abs, and your knees that have to go through the 5G in order to get to the antenna in the server. And both the antenna and the server go to the cloud, but 5G doesn't go to the cloud. And then only the cloud goes to the computers, the individual users' computers.
Well, in this particular thing, it's got the 5G cell phone or whatnot connecting to the antenna.
Oh, that's supposed to be a cell phone?
I think. I mean, that's what I took it as.
So our wrists, is that what that is? Okay. So our wrists, our abs, and our knees power the cell phones. Our brains power the antennas, and our ankles power servers.
Well, I think the lightning there is supposed to be communication signals.
Yeah, that's what I said. The waves, the power waves, like
Well, yeah, but they wouldn't be providing wireless power. It's just that they're communicating to those devices.
Then why did they use the power lightning? The lightning bolt means power.
I get it, honey. I know.
This is a really stupid diagram. I'm just saying, this is a really dumb. No matter what this diagram came from, this is a dumb fucking diagram.
Right. So, I mean, obviously, I don't think I have to tell anybody that's going to be listening to this podcast, but obviously graphene oxide, whether it's actually injected through the COVID-19 vaccine or we eat it on our foods, that's not going to become some microprocessor that installs into the back of your head and controls your brain.
But it's also interesting. This diagram doesn't even show the person being controlled. So it says you can be mind controlled. Well, the diagram shows your mind controlling computers, not the other way.
Right.
So I don't understand.
I mean, I think that if an actual engineer were to diagram this up in a similar fashion, they would show a bidirectional connection.
Yeah.
So, but
that's my problem. My engineering education is totally fucking with me because this diagram makes no sense in any world of diagramming. No one with any education in diagramming would diagram this.
Right.
This is ridiculous.
It is. And also, I don't know why he thinks he's qualified to speak on this, because I feel like if anybody was allowed to question him about this, the first thing that I would ask about is excuse me, first of all, there's no COVID, or there's no graphene oxide in COVID-19. It would be black as shit. That's not what the vaccine looks like. So there's no there's no graphene oxide in there. But even if it was, how is the graphene oxide going to structure itself into a microprocessor, an advanced microprocessor that would interface directly with our brains? We currently don't have any working, even prototypes for anything that could do that, but he thinks a single sheet of graphene is going to be able to organize into a microprocessor. How is that going to be possible?
Honey, through God, all things are possible.
Anytime anybody says some shit like that, I tell them to do a kickflip. Do it, motherfucker. I want to see you do a kickflip. I know that you don't know how to skate, but do a kick. I tried for 5 years to try to do a kickflip, but I couldn't my fat ass couldn't do it.
If I tried to do a kickflip, we'd end up in the hospital tonight, and I just don't want to do that. I'm too tired.
Anyways, so that's that guy. Don't take any kind of engineering anything from him.
Don't take anything from him. Yeah. Ignore him. He does not exist on the planet.